Climate change has made English wine an increasingly viable proposition. But in a snap, the weather turned against it. Frost transformed early buds that should look like this into these that withered on the vine. At the biggest vineyard in the country, the damage is clear.
We've lost about 70% of the first budding, which is where the most of the fruit is, which is disappointing. So we'll probably see a 60% reduction in this year's harvest.
English vineyards like this are already investing in protection from the cold. For example, this giant blower. But when the frost came, it was the wrong kind of frost. The blower is designed to mix frost with warmer air, but last week there was none, so it didn't work. The impact is being felt across the heartland of English wine.
This is the worst I've seen in 30 years I've been in the UK. It's very, very widespread throughout the whole of it. Pretty much the only vineyards that got away scot-free were those right on the coast. I think also what will happen is it's unlikely that if the secondary buds do produce wine, that they'll be able to catch up and ripen and produce as good a vintage as they could have.
We've been given a report outlining the scale of damage across English vineyards. In West Sussex, producers reported the worst frost they'd ever experienced at this time of year, hitting -2 and causing up to 60% crop damage. In Surrey, vineyards recorded temperatures of -6 degrees. One farmer said he'd lost 3/4 of his entire crop. And in East Sussex, where temperatures dropped to -4, 80% of one grape was completely destroyed, according to reports direct from wine producers. None of this shows our climate can't sustain production. French vineyards had similar damage, and these customers say a setback for English wine won't detract from a product right for our times.
Everything that's going on with the country right now, it's a perfect market to have English wine.
I think it'd be really successful. I think people want to buy it and have no reason to buy something that has come from abroad.
English vineyards say they learn from this and that both they and their vines will grow stronger. Chris Choi, News at 10 in Surrey.